Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the dramatic developments unfolding in the lives of our favorite characters from The Bold and the Beautiful. The tension is rising, relationships are being tested, and unexpected confrontations are on the horizon. Family dynamics and difficult conversations. Bill Spencer finds himself in a challenging position as he attempts to justify his recent decisions to his loved ones. The billionaire businessman must now face the consequences of his actions as he tries to explain himself to Will, Liam, and Katie. This conversation promises to be particularly difficult with Katie, who is unlikely to be understanding of Bill's choices given their complicated history. Their relationship has weathered numerous storms over the years, but this latest development might prove to be a significant obstacle. "I've always done what I thought was best for this family," Bill might argue, his characteristic confidence perhaps slightly diminished as he faces the skepticism of those closest to him. Katie's disappointment will likely be palpable, her expression conveying the hurt and confusion she feels at Bill's inexplicable behavior. Meanwhile, Liam may find himself torn between loyalty to his father and his own moral compass, a position he's found himself in repeatedly throughout the years. Will, being younger and perhaps more impressionable, might be more willing to hear his father out, though the outcome remains uncertain. Maternal confrontation and accountability. In a surprising turn of events, Brooke Logan is set to have a heated confrontation with her daughter Hope. While Brooke initially defended Hope during Steffi's harsh judgment, her supportive stance appears to have shifted dramatically. Behind closed doors, away from prying eyes, Brooke unleashes her true feelings about Hope's recent behavior. The Logan matriarch doesn't hold back as she tells Hope that she needs to take responsibility for her actions. Brooke's words cut deep as she declares that she has no sympathy for her daughter's situation. This mother-daughter confrontation will likely reveal deeper issues in their relationship that have been simmering beneath the surface. "You've made choices, Hope, and now you need to face the consequences," Brooke might say, her voice firm but tinged with disappointment. "I've always supported you, but this time, I can't stand behind what you've done." Hope, accustomed to her mother's unwavering support, will likely be shocked by this sudden change in attitude. This confrontation could mark a significant turning point in their relationship, forcing Hope to truly reflect on her actions without the safety net of her mother's approval. Professional dilemmas and personal desires. Carter Walton finds himself at a crossroads, forced to make a difficult decision that could impact both his professional and personal life. Having recently been forgiven by the Forrester family and given a second chance, Carter is now faced with a choice that could jeopardize his position once again. His growing feelings for Hope have put him in a precarious situation. The Forresters have made it clear that while they've forgiven his past indiscretions, they won't be so lenient if he makes another misstep. Carter must now decide whether to pursue his feelings for Hope or protect his professional relationship with the Forresters. This internal struggle will likely manifest in moments of hesitation and conflicted glances. Carter's body language might betray his inner turmoil as he attempts to maintain his professional demeanor while in Hope's presence. The tension between them will be palpable, heightened by the forbidden nature of their potential relationship. Dangerous obsession and calculated moves. Perhaps the most unsettling development involves Luna Nozawa, whose obsession with Will Spencer appears to be escalating to concerning levels. When Will unexpectedly arrives at Il Giardino, Luna seizes the opportunity to interact with him, despite the fact that Will is likely there simply to pick up food for himself and Electra Forrester. Luna manages to maneuver Will into sitting at her table, and while he doesn't appear afraid or angry, there's a noticeable caution in his demeanor. Luna, having been pardoned for her past crimes, knows she must proceed carefully, yet her fixation on Will has been growing for weeks, possibly months, as evidenced by her habit of staring at his photographs. In their interaction, Luna expresses gratitude for the kindness shown to her by Bill Spencer and his family, then offers to repay the favor. However, the unsettling smile that accompanies this offer suggests ulterior motives that could spell trouble for the Spencer family. "Your father and your family have been so good to me," Luna might say, her voice sweet but her eyes calculating. "I'd love to show my appreciation somehow." The seemingly innocent words take on a sinister quality when paired with her expression, leaving viewers to wonder what she truly has planned. Unexpected encounters and bold decisions. Well, Spencer is about to take a risk, though the nature of this risk remains to be seen. His cautious interaction with Luna at Il Giardino suggests he might be aware of her interest in him, yet he doesn't immediately flee the situation. This decision to engage with Luna, despite knowing her history, could be the risk in question. The dynamics between Will and Luna are complex and potentially dangerous. Will's apparent relationship with Electra Forrester adds another layer to this situation, creating a potential love triangle that could have far-reaching consequences for all involved. As these storylines unfold, viewers will be on the edge of their seats, wondering how these complex relationships will evolve and what consequences these decisions will have for our beloved characters. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to deliver compelling drama that keeps fans coming back for more, eager to see what twists and turns await in the world of fashion, family, and forbidden love. Next, we will learn about the tumultuous journey of Hope Logan and the unexpected twists in her life that have left fans buzzing with speculation. The aftermath of ambition. Hope Logan's ambitious pursuit of power at Forrester Creations has come to a dramatic end, leaving her in a precarious position both professionally and personally. The once confident designer now finds herself at a crossroads, facing the consequences of her actions and the collapse of her carefully constructed plans. A dream shattered. In a shocking turn of events, Carter Walton, torn by his conscience, made the decision to nullify the LLC papers that would have given Hope control of the prestigious fashion house. This act not only restored Forrester Creations to its rightful owners but also dealt a devastating blow to Hope's aspirations. The young Logan's dreams of revolutionizing the company with her vision have been abruptly dashed, leaving her to grapple with an uncertain future. The price of power. Hope's recent behavior has raised eyebrows among fans and characters alike. Her transformation from a beacon of hope to a power-hungry individual has been both fascinating and concerning to watch. In her quest for control, Hope exhibited uncharacteristic aggression, attempting to intimidate Steffi Forrester and issuing commands to Carter as if she were already in charge. This shift in demeanor ultimately contributed to her downfall, as it alienated potential allies and strengthened the resolve of her opponents. Love in the balance. As if the professional setback wasn't enough, Hope's personal life is also hanging by a thread. Her relationship with Thomas Forrester, once a source of stability and support, now seems to be on shaky ground. The lingering presence of Daphne in Thomas's life has cast a shadow over their romance, leaving Hope to question the strength of their bond. A history of heartbreak. Hope's romantic journey has been fraught with challenges and disappointments. From her tumultuous relationship with Liam Spencer to the complex dynamics with the Forrester family, Hope has struggled to find lasting happiness and love. The potential loss of Thomas, who had been a steadfast supporter, could be the final blow to her already fragile emotional state. The road to redemption. Despite the setbacks, Hope's story is far from over. This moment of crisis could be the catalyst for profound personal growth and self-discovery. As she stands at this pivotal juncture, several paths lie before her, each offering unique opportunities for redemption and reinvention. Embracing independence. One intriguing possibility is for Hope to strike out on her own, free from the constraints and drama of Forrester Creations. With the experience she's gained and the lessons learned from her recent missteps, Hope could channel her creativity and passion into an independent venture. The idea of transforming Hope for the future into an indie fashion line is particularly compelling, allowing her to maintain her design ethos while forging a new identity separate from the Forrester legacy. Rebuilding relationships. Hope's journey of self-reflection could also lead her to mend fences with those she's alienated. This period of humility and introspection might be the perfect opportunity to reconnect with Liam and focus on co-parenting their children. By prioritizing family and personal growth over professional ambition, Hope could rediscover the values that once defined her character. The power of reinvention. As Hope navigates this challenging period, fans are left to wonder about the potential for her character's evolution. Will she emerge from this setback stronger and wiser, or will the allure of power continue to influence her decisions? A new hope. The possibility of Hope leaving town, as some fans have speculated, could provide a fresh start and new storylines. A temporary departure from Los Angeles might allow her to gain perspective and return with renewed purpose and clarity. Alternatively, staying and facing her challenges head-on could demonstrate growth and resilience, potentially winning back the support of both characters and viewers. The ripple effect. Hope's fall from grace will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for other characters in the B&B universe. The power dynamics at Forrester Creations have been reset, opening the door for new alliances and conflicts. How will Ridge, Eric, and Steffi wield their reclaimed authority? Will they show mercy to Hope, or will her actions have burned bridges beyond repair? Conclusion: a story unfinished. As we reflect on Hope Logan's journey, it's clear that her story is far from over. The Bold and the Beautiful has set the stage for a compelling narrative of redemption, growth, and the enduring power of hope. Whether she rises from the ashes of her ambition or charts a completely new course, Hope's future promises to be as dramatic and engaging as ever. Next, we will learn about the fascinating dynamics unfolding between Luna and her newly discovered grandmother Sheila on The Bold and the Beautiful, a relationship that promises to bring both heartwarming moments and potential chaos to the screen. The unlikely alliance, Luna and Sheila's budding connection. The revelation that Sheila Carter is Luna's grandmother has created one of the most intriguing family dynamics on daytime television. When these two characters finally shared the truth of their connection, viewers witnessed a rare moment of genuine joy from B&B's most notorious villain. Sheila, who has spent decades searching for acceptance and family bonds, immediately embraced Luna with open arms, insisting on being called Gigi rather than the more traditional grandma, a touching detail that reflects Sheila's complex personality and desire to maintain her youthful image while still claiming her familial role. Behind the scenes, Lisa Yamada and Kimberlyn Brown have developed a wonderful rapport that translates beautifully to their on-screen relationship. Their natural chemistry has allowed them to create a believable bond between two characters who, despite never having known about their connection, seem to instinctively understand each other on a fundamental level. This relationship represents a rare opportunity for Sheila to express maternal instincts without the baggage that comes with her troubled history with her own children. Steffi's opposition creates dramatic tension. The path forward for Luna and her newfound family won't be smooth, primarily due to Steffi Forrester's understandable resistance. Having suffered tremendously at Sheila's hands over the years, Steffi has taken a firm stance against allowing Finn to develop a relationship with his biological daughter Luna. This protective instinct, while reasonable given Sheila's violent history, creates a painful situation for Luna, who finds herself caught in the crossfire of long-standing family feuds she had no part in creating. This opposition from Steffi will likely serve as the catalyst for Luna and Sheila to form an even stronger alliance. Both characters, feeling rejected and marginalized by Steffi's influence, may find common ground in their shared experience of exclusion. The writers have brilliantly set up this conflict to explore how family loyalties can become complicated when past traumas and present hopes collide in unexpected ways. The search for truth and identity. Luna's journey to discover her true parentage represents one of the most compelling storylines on The Bold and the Beautiful in recent years. After living under the shadow of her mother Poppy's deception for her entire life, Luna finally learned that her cousin Finn is actually her biological father. This revelation shattered Luna's understanding of her own identity and forced her to reconsider everything she thought she knew about herself and her place in the world. The psychological impact of such a discovery cannot be overstated. Luna has had to process not only the fact that her mother lied to her for years but also that her family tree includes some of the most complicated and controversial figures in Los Angeles. This identity crisis provides rich material for character development as Luna navigates her new reality and decides which aspects of her newfound heritage she wishes to embrace or reject. Lisa Yamada's perspective on Luna's evolution. In her revealing interview with Michael Fairman Channel, Lisa Yamada shared genuine excitement about the opportunity to work more closely with Kimberlin Brown. "When I found out that Finn's my dad, I was like, oh my God. I'm going to have scenes with Kimberlin," Yamada enthusiastically explained, highlighting the professional admiration she has for her co-star. This behind-the-scenes camaraderie has translated into a believable on-screen relationship that viewers find both compelling and authentic. Yamada's insight into the characters' similarities is particularly astute. She noted that both characters are crazy but emphasized the emotional connection that underlies their relationship. "I think it's going to be sweet because Sheila longs for a family and Luna longs for a family. Maybe they can, like, lick each other's wounds, you know." This observation captures the essence of what makes this pairing so interesting: two wounded souls finding unexpected comfort in each other despite, or perhaps because of, their shared tendency toward dramatic and sometimes questionable behavior. Potential for scheming and alliance. The stage is now set for Luna and Sheila to form a powerful alliance that could significantly impact the show's dynamics. With Steffi actively working to prevent Finn from developing a relationship with Luna, grandmother and granddaughter have a common adversary and motivation to work together. This situation creates the perfect conditions for Sheila to mentor Luna in her particular brand of manipulation and revenge, skills that Luna, feeling rejected and hurt, might be all too willing to learn. The potential for these two characters to scheme together presents exciting storytelling possibilities. Sheila, a master manipulator with decades of experience, could find in Luna a willing apprentice and ally. For Luna, Sheila represents not only a connection to her biological father but also a figure who accepts her unconditionally, something she desperately craves after learning about her mother's deception. The expanding Yamada family tree. Lisa Yamada's character has experienced a remarkable expansion of her on-screen family in a relatively short time. What began as a simple storyline about Luna and her mother Poppy has evolved into a complex web of relationships that connects Luna to some of the show's most established and dynamic characters. This narrative development has elevated Luna from a peripheral character to someone deeply embedded in the show's core families and conflicts. The revelation that Dr. John Finn Finnegan is Luna's biological father rather than her cousin created an immediate connection to the Forrester family through Finn's marriage to Steffi. This connection alone would be significant, but the additional revelation that Sheila Carter is Luna's grandmother places her at the center of one of the show's most enduring and volatile storylines. Luna now finds herself with a family tree that includes both respected pillars of the community and its most feared villain. Conclusion: a promising storyline ahead. The developing relationship between Luna and Sheila represents one of The Bold and the Beautiful's most promising storylines. By bringing together a young woman searching for her identity and a notorious villain seeking redemption through family connections, The writers have created a dynamic that offers countless possibilities for both heartwarming moments and dramatic conflicts. As these two characters navigate their new relationship while dealing with opposition from others, viewers can expect to see a fascinating exploration of what truly defines family bonds. Lisa Yamada's enthusiasm for this storyline suggests that she understands its potential and is ready to embrace the complex emotional journey ahead for Luna. As Luna and Sheila continue to develop their relationship, the impact on the broader canvas of the bold and the beautiful will undoubtedly be significant, potentially reshaping alliances and creating new conflicts that will keep viewers engaged for months to come. The grandmother-granddaughter duo of Sheila and Luna may well become one of the most compelling partnerships on daytime television.